What is light without dark?
Yeah, it is the witching hour coming to you live from San Antonio, Texas on this Saturday night, approaching the midnight hour, 1 hour till in my time zone. All right, what the fuck? Who's in here? What do we got going on tonight? We got the medical pathologist. We got Asher. What's going on? James. What's up, James? And we got Jake. Predicted day concludes with some black metal live stream. Solid Saturday. Well, thanks for being here. We got Mr. Croots, Bloody Croots Paul. What's up, dude? You're on the playlist tonight. Woohoo! Yes, it is. Megan. Stallion. What's up, Megan? Thanks for always being a loyal listener, viewer. What the hell would we say? Megan. Yeah, everybody was early today. That was cool. Good thing I remembered. Joker, what's up, dude? Looking forward to tomorrow, sir. Spirit World. Punks. Justin. Who else we got? Is that it? Did I get through everybody's Spyros? Kevin. What's going on, you fine maniacs? BSJ Bevo 62. We will keep on rocking. Hey, Warhammer, you're on the playlist too. Oh shit. My son Axel, what's up? Good to see you. Glad you're doing well. All right, let's get into some jams. What does the old IHOD have for us tonight? Let's hit that shuffle. Shuffle. Yeah, look fat. I gotta slow down. Enjoying life. All right, here we go. Shuffle the jams. Y'all hear me? Everything just went wrong. As usual. Can y'all hear this? Am I on here? Yes. What's going on? I don't know why this happened. Should be good. Should be good. Let me try something. I'm cranked. Hold on. I'm not sure which mic's picking me up. This bastard. Hold on. Do you still hear me? Yeah. How about now? Is that better? Does that sound better? What about now? Okay. Yeah, for some reason, mic. I was reaching back and my mic came unplugged. Womp 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 womp. So I'm probably gonna have to do a couple things. We're gonna start that over. Same? Oh shit. What about now? Alright, let me try this. I'll be back. Okay, what about now? Is this better? Let me know. All right. Yeah, I knocked the damn mic out. It fucks and freaks out the computer. See, but now, yeah, I have to turn it up. Freaks out the computer, which, bullshit happens. All right, let me get this back on here. We'll start that over, my friends. What's up, Brucifer? Nothing like having everything go wrong right when you're starting off. Woo! Professional. 10-4. Good. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Let me get this back on here. What the fucking hell happened here? Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. All right. Hold on. Let me switch that. Get this back in the system. Let's try this again. We're going to start over. Still doing that. So weird. All right, here we go. Yeah, man. Plutonian Shore. Well, you probably can't see it, but this is the album. Spear of Gabra? Gabra? How do you say that? Jake Gabra? Zeus, who you saw come on the show for the Bear tribute. He was, the main songwriter, lyricist for Plutonian Shore before joining HOD, and he did double duty for a while. He played bass and guitar in HOD as well. Sent me a bunch of Plutonian stuff. Lunar Rights, which is their first full length, is really good, and it looks like they got a Japanese reissue. How cool is that? I got a couple versions of this. The Digipack, the blood signed one, and then he also sent me the split with Goatcraft too. So hell's the Zeus hooking me up with this stuff. And yeah, that before that, of course, Tino, Satanic Goat Ritual. How good is that shit? Just fucking primitive and fucking great. And then I love, it's two ends of the extreme spectrum there. Then you have, Plutonium come in with their fucking written out guitars, but just still fucking aggressive as hell too. I love it. Hell's Texas. Put them on the wheel. I'm thinking of putting some stuff on the wheel. I am going to do my wheel show soon. Oh, you know what? I finally got in the mail. I haven't even taken them out of the package yet, but I want to keep them in good shape. Look at that. Of course, you guys probably want to see it right? Graveland belt buckle made by Dead Still Leather. Ruby, her package finally came. And here's the Pius Levis pint holders. Look at that. Double-sided. And that Graveland, I'm pretty sure. Graveland. Am I holding up? Yeah. Yes, sir. There you go, Necron. Get it right. Graveland. So thank you, Ruby, if you catch this or whatever. I wasn't owed anything. You did that out of just being a nice person, and that's appreciated. So thank you very much. And I gave my wife. It's in the other room. She also sent a Lizzie Borden mirror. And nice of her to say, I sent you and your wife some presents. I was like, I like when people say that. Like Megan does too. Classy chicks. Classy chicks. Females. Women. However. don't kill the old man. All right. Well, maybe I'll show some of this stuff later. Some of the stuff I got in the mail recently. Some cool stuff we'll have to be checking out here on the show in the future. Let's get back to the iHide. What do we have next? Let's see. Oh, Mr. Tandy turned me on to this. All right, there you go. Death Pulsation. And yes, it's just a cassette, demo cassette from Category Records. There you go. You can get it from them. Pretty badass. So check that out. No thanks to Francisco. Oh, geez, give him a break. You gotta be quick with the ETD stuff. It's very potent. The opposite of ED is ETD. I have that on tape. Take that, Fraser. I have that on tape. What are you going to do about that? It's not on CD, buddy. Zachary AZ47. What's up, dude? Crazy white boy. I saw you come in earlier. What's going on? Anyway, go out there and pick that up. Don't be a wuss. Don't be a puss. You got to get that Death Pulsation. That's pretty good, man. Fucking the Nords coming back with death metal again. What the hell? Step it up, America. We're supposed to be great, damn it. All right. What's next? I don't have to take this shit. Control your chat, Carl. They're doing fine to me. Yeah. Damn Houston, they're going to win their championship. That was a badass comeback, Joker. Gotta admit. Houston came back. I'm sure Duke's in shock. Love it. All right. Who's next on the list? I'm so tiny. Alright, there I am. Genocidal fucking rights. That's available now at Hell's Headbanger. Hell's Headbangers. Bangers of Hell. There you go. Good old American war metal with some blackened thrash and a side of death metal. Anyway, it's good stuff. I think everyone would like it. Bro, you're still admitting it. Making Fraser look good. Fucking Tino, I played you earlier. I think you're the first man to start the show. Satanic Goat Ritual. Disguster. 666 War. What's going on, dude? Alright. What's next, man? Let's keep the party going. Oh, you mean this shirt that's available from Headsplit Records? Yeah. More Norwegian death metal. That feels weird saying. Is that the new thing? Fuck. America, step it up. America. Who's next? Let's see. And IHOZ has decided to take a crap on us. So until it does, I will remove it. You know what? I got some other shit. Let's show this. Woohoo! Oh, now it finally caught up. Got this from Headsplit Records recently. Necromaniac. Let's check it out. doop, 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 doop. All right, there you go, Necromaniac. Where is it? There it is. There you go. If you dug it, you can get it. Morbid Metal to the Death. You can get it from Head Split, Agna, however you fucking offensive. Here in the U.S., how do you say it? Texhesion. What's up? Hesians. Am I saying that right, too? Always been a fan of that. It's metalheads and German assassins. What are we talking? Oh, Dark Tower. Dun 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 dun. So yeah, go over on the Head Split if you want and get you a deal. Now I got a message from the gatekeeper. He wants to make a new video, and he's calling it "You're Not That Guy." It's going to be about guys who join established bands and all of a sudden they think they are the established band. Get a little big-headed. Start talking like, oh yeah. When we did that album, and you're like, you didn't play on that album. What are you talking about when we did that album? Now, not every guy does that too, just to be fair. There's people who are very humble at joining bands. It's not what this is about. It's about the guys who think they're that guy when they weren't that guy and they never been that guy. Because for me, you have to be there from the beginning to be that guy. You come in when band's already kind of rolling, established and all that. You're not that guy, right? I mean, you didn't build that shit. You didn't start it. But the original members are started it. And I get it. There's been guys. Take Barney, Napalm Death. Been in the band, what, over 20 plus years at this point? Almost 30, I don't know. But everybody's going to credit Lee Dorian. Lee Dorian was that guy. You're not that guy, bud. So, yeah, expect that soon from the gatekeeper. Maybe old Corpse Grinder will be on there too. Over 30 years. See? Jesus. He's still not that guy. Now, I don't think Barney ever acted like he was that guy, though. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't think so. Yeah, Necrowolf's been hiding. That's for sure. I can't get a hold of him. He might be arrested. Who knows? He'll figure it out. He joined in 89. And, people still... But I'm just saying that's how you have to... If you're coming into a band that's established like that, and you're not really like a known. I mean, yeah, you could put in your time, been in bands, but you never really been in a popular band. Fucking comment, Paul. You're not that guy. You're not that guy, bud. So slow your roll, and it could be a female too. All of a sudden, don't just stick for This is gender neutral. How you like that? It can be a female too. You're not that guy. You didn't write anything. You didn't do anything in that band. You can make silly faces on stage all you want. You're still not that guy that wrote that riff and put that fucking band on the map. You're not that guy. Guy? I don't know, Immortal without Abbott is not immortal. But they're pretty good. But I hear you. Certain people have to be in certain bands or always want it to be that band. Get it. See? Spirit World says Demonize is that guy. Demonize wrote all the music. So he is, I think he has a claim to be that guy. So, he was an original member. So, you know what? That takes him out of this equation. Because that's what I'm talking about. You're not an original member. You're just somebody who came into the band. Demonize was still an important person in the whole Immortal form, especially the early albums. I heard he ghost wrote all the shit anyway. So, it doesn't really count for him. So, Demonize, he's not on that list. I'm talking about people who get big heads, joining bands, that they didn't do anything but come in and play the songs. and they think they're like the shit. So the gatekeeper will tell you much about that. I rambled on much too long. Next jam. Here we go. Aye. Look at this nonsense. Driving me crazy. Anyway, Warhammer 666 Bandcamp. Or Bandcamp Warhammer 666. You know how to do it. Google it. We're all not fucking totally dumb here. Is Venom Inc. really Venom Inc.? Not at this point. Nope. Sorry, I like Demolition Man, but come on, guy. But I think he's just honoring like contracts. I don't think he plans on keeping. Who knows? I can't even talk for him, right? We'll find out. Anyway, go out and support Warhammer 666. Order some stuff from their Bandcamp. Their kitty was having a bad time. They had to dish out a bunch of money. You know, keep old Snaggletooth going. And the cat's freaking miracle. I'm not going to get into the whole story because it's not my story to tell. But he's still here kicking. So that's amazing. So what you can do is order something, support Warhammer 666 down their Bandcamp. Throw in a couple extra bucks if you can on your order. Just, and, you know, they're not begging for money. You are getting something. But it'd be nice if you could, you know, throw in a couple bucks, a buck or two extra if you order anything. It will go to a good cause. And you might get some surprises in your package. Say what? It's fucking 74 down here in the RGV. It's 20 degrees cooler at home right now. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. We're like 50 something right now. 55, 54, I forgot. You live in the desert, rotten punks. It's unfortunate, but that's how it do. That's how it do in the desert. It gets hot. Do. Alright, who's next? Let's keep this party going.
There are things in heaven and on earth beyond the comprehension of man. Call them what you will. The occult, witchcraft.
Satan! Behold thy supplicants!
Devil worship.
Arise and come in, child. Enter for yet another lifetime in the Brotherhood of Satan.
All right, there you go. Yeah, man, Tino fucking put that band on my radar. Har. Right? Har. Cursed Creation is the name of the album. That jam was called Invoking Evil Spirit. And it's on fucking Dark Descent. Yeah. Dark Descent had this album. I mean, they put it out. It's theirs. So, fuck yeah. Check them out. Hey, Tino, it's funny as I sent the link of the band to Rob. I go, dude, I think you might like this. And then I started looking at their page. And they were all replayed shows with Omega Vortex. And I was like, oh, and I wrote them back before he answered. And I said, never mind. You already played shows with them. So, yeah. And then Rob wrote me back today. And he goes, funny. I'm wearing their shirt right now. So, HAR on fucking Dark Descent if you want to check it out. Fucking cool. Bar opening for Han. Confused many people. You mean HOD? HOD. God damn, how many times? It's like the first thing on all our social medias back then was, this is not an acronym. It is not HOD. But, SOD, HOD, forget it. People got it made up in their head. What are you going to do? Can't cry about it. You just deal with it. Har. All right. So, yeah, Tino, thanks for putting them on my radar because I fucking dug the shit out of it and ordered that shit. As they say, ASA fucking P. Next. Kai. There you go. Get your ass over to Formonian Productions Bandcamp and get this a glimpse into a violent past. It's our buddy fucking Paul, always supporting in the chat, hanging out. This is his new release. He executes everything on here. Yeah, dude, Paul's rips are fucking crushing. They fucking crush. And he programs that drum machine. You know what? I don't really fucking get worked up over drum machines. I used to, but I don't anymore. I mean, if it fucking fits the song good, why not? And especially if you can't fucking find people who want to fucking do it, you just gotta do it yourself sometimes. So fuck, man. Regardless, fucking top tier fucking album by Paul. Oh god, Fraser's arrived. What's up, Fraser? And I would like to point out in the chat, Joe No Mercy and Tino, you guys would fucking get along very well. Like that. I don't know if you guys figure out a way to communicate with each other, but I would believe you guys would. That's just my Necron opinion. Take it or leave it. But you seem like you would be the same type of fellas. You know what I'm saying? Alright, next. Who is on the playlist? Who do we got? Let's see here. So, you know what? Before I start this, that damn pen that my wife got the other night from the dispensary, she's like, it's not working. It's not working. So I fucking fuck with it. And then it kind of wasn't working. And then it worked. And I took a mega hit on that damn thing. And I don't smoke a lot. If all. Dude. I was fucking stoned last night. Jesus Christ. This shit nowadays, it's potent. It's potent shit. I don't know what they put in that fucking water, but god damn. Necron was like literally on cloud 9. Called me the one hit wonder because I was fucking like, yeah, dude, I was tripping. I was laughing. No, I'm not a pothead. Are you? Are you a pothead? I was checking to see if it worked because it was, they're fucking not cheap. And then when it kicked in, it worked. And I was like, I used to be a pothead, Fraser. And I was like, and then I was like, oh, let me see, and like, the little, one not as quite as rowdy. 90s dirt weed, at least you could afford it, right? Everything got to be dro now. Got Nickelwolf ripped, and I should have did a stream, but I was, dude, I was fucking stoned, dude. I know you can't do anything. I'm just busting your chops. Yeah. But I was fucking smoked the devil's lettuce, man. For sure. And I was watching, Cartoon Network and laughing my ass off at Family Guy like it was like, I usually laugh at Family Guy, but it wasn't that fucking funny. But last night it was hilarious. I was fucking laughing, having a good time. I might do a baby hit right before bed or something. Francisco was streaming last night, and then after I did that, I was like, nah, I'm gonna chill. I was literally a stoner. Ate some Cheez-Its, fucking, and some vanilla wafers. I was like, dude, I am totally being a stoner. Look at this. Give me some more of these Cheez-Its. Give me some more of these vanilla wafers. Hey, babe, let's go get some fucking Burger King or something. I was just like, woo. Probably putting stupid comments in Francisco's chat, more so than usual, too. All right. What do we got next?
But one of the kind of the zingers for me, what does the word infernal mean? Okay, it's not a very commonly used word, the word infernal. He is the nasty one, and it is because he is, I said you are not. Sounds like he is the nasty one. Inferno is fire. And infernal is, it's hell, isn't it? Of or relating to hell, abominable or damnable. Listen for Satan, Satan, Satan. For Satan. He is God, he is God, he is God.
All right, Fraser, if your bosses like bring you in the office and say, "What the hell is this?" and it's that picture, all you got to say is, "I did not see that." That's all you got to say, and you'll get out of it right away. Trust me. Just say it. You'll be fine. Hell fucking yeah, dude. That fucking, what is that? Profanation. Fraser? That says profanation. You can't read that? Come on. Profanation. There it is. Can't you read it, Fraser? Look at that. Profanation. Skull Crushing Violence. Out on Iron fucking Bonehead. This was a fucking ripper. This was recommended to me by my buddy John Mintzmeyer. Great fucking guy. It's plain and simple inlay. Yeah, these dudes look like they play fucking the right type of metal in my book, and yes, they do. I got this copy out of them. Dark Descent, they had it. So, if I don't do albums of the year or my top fucking 109 album, I just like, but if I did, this one would have been on it. For fucking sure. Joker, I forgot to thank you for your fucking donation, sir. Thank you very much. Fucking appreciate it. Hell yeah. Can you see it now, King? It's in there. Look, Profanation. You see it? Just gotta look. Gotta get the old beepers in order. Your old peepers, I mean, not beepers. Jesus Christ. Benefiction and Necrowretch. There you go. I'm not a top 10 guy myself either. Yeah, I mean, that shit. I mean, half of them are fucking paid off by the labels. And the other half is by a bunch of posers. I ain't gonna listen to what fucking posers say. Underground motherfuckers. Like Francisco. Like Mordant Red. Like That Goat Metal Show. Those are the type of people you fucking know what's up with metal. And, you know, not the only ones, but it's off the top of my fucking head. And that, Clawhammer Coven is, on the, the Mordant Red fucking, Bandcamp, if you want to, that's fucking Juice Fur and Mordant Red. That shit came out really good. I'm a top 666 guy myself. There you go. Megan Thee Stallion. She's the stallion of underground metal. Necrowretch is awesome. Alright, let's get back to it, man. What? Yes, sir. The French putting out fucking heavy shit like that. I'm just fucking with them. They always been killer. But yeah, good shit. Good fucking shit. Oh, flashback jam. Soldiers of hell, the soldiers of hell. Why am I not on the screen? There I am. Fuck, man. Yeah, I'm a Tino. Fuck, man, that pirate shit was gay. Fruity ass power metal, but the first two were fucking rippers. And I know a lot of you like that power metal, Running Wild stuff too, but not even. Come on, Branded and Gates of Purgatory. The first one I got was Gates of Purgatory. Just by the cover, I was like, this looks metal as shit. And I saw the back. Yep. Song titles. Yep. Gonna take a while by. And sure enough, I fucking was happy. Old school import section right there. All right, we got a little exclusive from Francisco. What the hell can it be? Well, give me a second to set it up and I will show you. This ought to be pretty cool because I haven't watched it. Alright, I'm going to have to set it up real quick for you guys. Why can't I? Oh, you hear that? Yeah. Alright. So this came from Ghoulish Grin. What's up, Ghoulish Dave? Yeah, we're going to check out some ETD doing a cover. We'll come back and talk about it. Let's go ahead and get it ready. Get me out of here. Started again. Damn, that was fucking badass, Francisco. Eat the Decay with Noelia on vocals doing Blasphemous with fucking blast beats. Yes, JD is a badass drummer and JD is a badass guitarist. What does he not fucking do? Does he sing? We'll find out one day, right? No, that was fucking fantastic. For real. Thanks for fucking letting me play it, dude. Sadly can't really vocals, Carl. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Hey, you just have to turn it up, Fraser. It was a practice. What do you expect? It's not going to be mixed and you put a mic up and you jam the fucking thing. So, it sounded great. As usual, fucking Noelia is fucking Vehicles from the fucking abyss. I have heard the Luciferian version of that because I have that CD and it is good too. Good shit. And JD said ETD practice went pretty fucking good today. I heard the vocals. I heard them fine. Well, I have my headphones on. But you gotta turn it up. I'll get screwed up again. Don't worry about it. Don't rack your brain. Smoke some of this and you'll be okay. I'm not about it. All right. Next. What's next? Show's over. It's the end of the playlist. That's right. I only made about an hour. Well, you know what? I do have some other things that came through. So let me find them real quick. Ray sent this band and said, "Hey, you might like this for your show." And I went, "Oh, let me check it out." And I did check it out, and I fucking did like it. I think you guys will too. Let me just gotta find it in my million. The Relics. They're called The Relics. It's a split they have coming out with I forgot the name of the other band. Pretty good shit. Now their logo doesn't look anything like how they're gonna sound. So check it out. Let's check this band out, man. There you go. That was the preview of The Relics. Nice boys. Don't play rock and roll. It's not nothing like it. That's a band making the cover of their own. Fucking cool. Yeah, I was expecting punk rock, and I was listening like, what the? This don't sound anything like how they look. That's fucking wild. Good shit. The Relics. The Relics. I don't know how you would. Aquadat, help. Yeah, that was cool stuff. I'm glad he threw that my way to jam on the show. Alright, I got another jam I want to play. I'm going to go to the video files. Let's see what we got here. Went a little too far. We all know this is coming, but still, can never get enough of a good thing. So let's hear some more Hexea. So hopefully we'll hear something soon when that is officially coming out, because that fucking rips. Hell's Headbanger got a fucking ripper on their hands. So, and get your asses to those shows. Check out all the bands coming. The RGV show. I'm going to try to remember it from my head. On Easter Desecration, or the night before Easter, right? He will not be resurrected. You got Hexea, Warrant Red, ETD, Infuriator. And then in San Antonio, Hexea, the Cutthroats, ETD, Pius Levis. No particular order yet. That's the lineup. 4 bands. Get there on time because we don't know who's going to start first. And right on, bro. Sometimes, you know, when you're not talking voice to voice, things don't sound how they're intended. And sometimes I know I use a poor choice of words and I'm like, oh man, that's not what Anyway, we'll talk later. That's cool. No worries. Yeah, it's going to be at High Tones. Yeah, and High Tones is a cool venue. And their AC actually works in the summer. That's a fucking thing in Texas. You don't want to fucking be up on stage 120 plus degrees. So it's nice that they got a nice cold ass AC. The AC blowing and the booze a flowing. Many Lone Stars will be had that night. They told me I couldn't go in an area that I was like, what? Oh, wait, what are you talking about? Like the street shut down or whatever? I don't know what the hell. Who knows, bro? Alright, let's see if I can find a... Whoa! Lisping it out here. Let's see if I can find another jam for everyone to jam out to. That'll get me fucking clocked. Do 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 do. Yeah, let's watch some Crucimentium live at DTF last year. That shit was fucking good. Shot off the map.
To the abduction overtures.
How are you feeling, my love?
Not too big, Dr. Pratt.
Turn up the vodka IV drip to 3 drips a second, please. Scalpel.
Doctor, are you okay? What am I supposed to do with these?
You can work at the Bear Elegant. Smoking hot shit.
Find UFC on demand.
Reason number 47 why you should buy your next car at Rockland Nissan.
Yeah! What's up? I'm Ted the Iceman Jackson down here at Top Gun Motors. We got a maverick of a deal for you. It's gonna totally take your breath away. Gonna send you right through the danger zone. Check me. I got a red car. I got black and red too. No
Time is making risk.
Bang, bang, bang! Oh, howdy, partner. Time for timer. Do you ever get that hungry feeling after school? Boy, I do. I'm so hungry, I could eat a wagon wheel. When I'm slow on the draw and I need something to chaw, I hanker for a hunk of cheese. When my 10-gallon hat's a feeling 5 gallons flat, I got something planned, which is little cheese sandwiches. Come on! Here's a great little snack to tide you over till dinner. If you want something delicious and nutritious, cheese is a super snack. Look, a wagon wheel. When my get up and go has got up and went, I hanker for a hunk of cheese. When I'm dancing, I hold down and my boots kind of slow down, or anytime I'm weak in the knees. I hanker for a hunk of, a slab or slice and chunk of, a snacker that is a winner, and yet won't spoil my dinner. I hanker for a hunk of cheese. Yahoo!
There you go, yeah. San Antonio band Gnostic, dude. Let me fix my mic real quick. Alright. San Antonio band Gnostic, really fucking good stuff. Swarangul, Balone, aka Necro. Who else is in that band? That was Tino. Tino was in the chat. He was helping out on guitar. I can't remember who the bass player was. I don't know, probably someone insignificant, I suppose. Yeah, cool stuff. Cool stuff. Good call, Tino. Oh, and JR, fucking. Yeah, Zeus was with them at one point too. JR, vocalist, fucking passed away. He was a real fucking nice guy, by the way. He was in Thornspawn for the second demo. He played a couple shows. Fucking cool shit. That was memories right there. I went to that show, Tino. I was there. I was there, man. All right, let's see what else we can fucking get on here. What do I got? What can we play? Yeah, open up, bitch. Oh, don't start that crap. Hold on. Sometimes it does this weird shit. Or doesn't let me show any more videos. How dare you? Let's try this again. Videos? There they are. See? Computer getting wonky. What else we got in here? We're wrapping it up soon. Maybe play one more. One more. Nah, don't want to play that. How about this? We'll play this. This is fucking brutal.
Great bait.
Over 40 feet high.
Great bait.
Just a little bit shy.
Great bait.
But a super strong guy.
Yep, that's me.
Whoops. That wasn't it. I'm just kidding. I just want to show some great bait. We used to call this fucking dude great bait in high school. He was just like him. Big old fucking guy. Kind of slow. Little goofball. But he was a nice guy. But they're fucking mean to him. I'll say that. Now I'm going to play one for Mr. fucking Beer. If you haven't watched the Beer fucking show, that was great. Marilyn, one of Beer's best friends, like forever, came on. Then Zeus came on. And still, you know, the Beer Reads go fund me for his family. And so I'm confused. Anyway, I believe it's May 4th is going to be the memoriam celebration of life. So people, you can still Link is the black metal Hendrick. Link's can jam, dude. Some of his riffs are just fucking nuts ball. But it fucking rules. Let's play this one for Beer. Where are the demons? He liked this one.
Are the demons? Where's the
right, there we go. Some Hod. Rest in peace, Bear. Rest in power. Still fucking weird not to get fucking phone calls from that dude. Always the funnest shit. Just him bitching or laughing or whatever. It was always fucking great. I'm gonna miss that shit probably the most. Just fucking those crazy phone calls and his stories. Yeah, he was just a good dude. But if you want, contribute to the family's GoFundMe. It is May 4th, I believe. It's going to be at the Mix at 2 p.m. on a Sunday. I expect to see you there, Frazier, front and center. All right, that's it. We're out. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Kyle P, for the super chat. Let me do the drop for you, as the kids say. Let me find something. This is to all the haters and wannabes.
Oh, really? I don't know.
Hey, I got something to say. You've been talking mighty big and bold all night about what us dudes should do. Now, just for a change, let's see you do something really heavy on your own.
Keep on trying, suckers. Keep on trying. And then, earlier, fucking Joker dropped a $10 super chat. That's fucking cool of the Joker. Thank you, sir. I also highlighted this comment. Take that, Frazier. Take that. So let me see what we got for the Joker. What we got for the Joker? I think he would like this one. Yeah, I did know that story. And you did. It was weird when you guys had your hair tied back. You fucking looked alike with the beard and the glasses. It can happen. That was great. Yep. Yeah, I don't look like Tino. And I was like, well, yeah, you kind of do right there, man. That was great. Fucking funny. Boobs. That always brings out the comment. We're easy targets, aren't we? All right, man. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Talk to you later. Go do something fun. We'll talk to you later. This one's for the...
Here's Milky, the marvelous milking cow. It's fun to milk her, gonna do it right now. She drinks the water when we pump her tail. She's raising her head, it's milking time now. Her pretend milk is a feeling the pail.
She drinks water and gives pretend milk.
Milky, the marvelous milking cow. Milky, the marvelous milking cow with pretend milk tablets. She's from Kenner.
I'm sure he accepted that shot. I'm sure he did. All right, later.
What is light without dark?
sexual?